Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musings. I'm your incredibly handsome host, Bill Miller, and we are live. We're just doing a quick hangout, show some recent pickups. We'll do a couple little unboxings, and we'll go through some comics that are intended for sale. I'll tell you more about that a little bit later on. All right. So first off, we will start with a quick haul that I made. Picked these up, I don't know, a week or two ago maybe, from a comic book shop in Mesa. Nothing big, but a couple of cool books. Quick shout out to Las Cruces and to Nauman. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Let's get this party started. Give me 1 second. James, what's going on? Ooh. You wound me, sir. You do indeed wound me. I know that's not true. I know that I'm your favorite YouTuber. Aha! You must have said his name 3 times. No, it's never safe to go on YouTube, sir. No doubt about that. Here he be. He's got that rascal and an even bigger rascal for suggesting that we do the 7 Wonders of the World for cover slingers. All right, so here we go. These are 50-cent pickups that we got maybe a week or two back at a comic book shop in Mesa. Don't get out there too often. It's a ways away. It's about an hour away or so. We've got Walt Disney's Comics and Stories from 1969, full of Carl Barks reprints. There are 2 versions of this. This one, the A, and then there's a B version that has a centerfold poster. But I wanted to get this because of the Thanksgiving Day theme. So I figured, why not? 50 cents. It'll be a cool little pickup. And then it's never too early to get Halloween-themed comics. From 1991, we've got Walt Disney's Goofy Adventures, Keith Tucker with the cover art. No doubt. You got the right idea, Nauman. We've got Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse, number 252 from 1989. Murad Guman with the cover art. No, I'm trying to get ahead for when Roger has his Christmas themed stream and his Halloween themed stream. I'm trying to get ahead of the others on that one. We've got Walt Disney's Mickey and Donald number 17 from 1990. Russell Schroeder, the cover art. All lies, James. All lies. I think your nose is growing, sir. Now, this one was not 50 cents. This one was $3, and then I can't remember, 10% or 15% off. But this is Little Lulu number 136 from 1959. I love that cover. That dog's not too happy about being the beginning of the communal shower for the other dogs. 5 great stories in here. Some of the best Golden Age stories, some of the best written were in Marge's Little Lulu. The Carl Barks story is probably some of the others. And then these were $1 a piece. We have the Comics Journal, number 177. So I've read nearly all of it. It's got Bill Elder, George Evans, Al Feldstein interviews, which are the reason I got it. Pretty cool. Cool cover art as well. Who did this? William Stout. Yeah, huh? That took all of about 3 seconds. Star Black. Uh-huh. Oh, I hit it all right. I buried it deep down in the backyard. What else? We've got Conan Saga, issue number 50 from 1991. Walt Simonson with the cover art. And this has a new Solomon Kane story in it. What else we got? Savage Sword of Conan. Is that 88? 1983. Stephen Hickman cover. Ernie Chan frontispiece. I call him James because he's a troublemaker. Why would you hate that? It encourages you to buy the reprints, right? We've got Savage Sword number 93, the Mike Kaluta cover. Interior art by John Buscema. Number 181, a cover by Dorian from 1991. And we'll take a look-see at this one. There's the back. Doesn't really have a frontispiece, but there's the lead story. The Face of God. I won't go through the whole thing, just a couple more pages, just to give you an idea of the quality of the art. See, we got any pinups in here? Yeah. In the back is the letters page, Swords and Scrolls. There's one pinup right there. That is by Wagner. That's true. That is true. Yeah, I went and looked. I should have taped it. I should have filmed it. This Mrs. Musings and I went and looked at like about 80 some Savage Sword books. Maybe last weekend. We didn't end up getting it. He wanted way too much, $300, and he was stuck on that. But I mean, like I said, I can pick them up for $1 at a comic book shop. So anything more than $1 doesn't make any sense. So I wouldn't do it, but I should have at least filmed it. That's true. Good for all of us, I think, Nauman. Good for all of us, sir. Also, for $1, we have Frank Frazetta Fantasy Illustrated, issue number 1. There are several covers. This is the A cover. I, of course, Frank Frazetta. I have this on a shirt, a light blue shirt. I have this image. And since they had it, I got a second one. What the heck? One of my favorite images. And I thought this was kind of cool. Probably not even worth $1. That's from 1973, The Life History of the United States. And this is part 3, published in 65 weekly parts. Pretty cool, though. I'd never seen something like this before. It's probably a lot more common than I would imagine. It was the first time I had seen it, so I thought I'd pick it up. All right. Those were the pickups that we got. That is true. Nope, the week before. But speaking of the anniversary, I did get an anniversary gift from Mrs. Musings. I got Nick Fury, issue number 4. So one that I'd been after for a while. Super excited to have this one. And if you know just 10 people, there are 7 watching, so I need 3 more, and then I'd know 10 people, and I could start slinging these cards. But yeah, very excited about this. Not necessarily a key issue, but seems to go for a bit of a premium. And I'd always get outbid, but she was kind enough to get that for me, so very fortunate to have that one. Let me check. I don't know if I think it is. I think I did look. I thought it was, but maybe I'm lying. I looked that the day I got it. I thought it had some illustrations in it, but it was text heavy. Let's figure out. Well, there's the back. Yeah, it does have some illustrations in it. Jackson said, "Don't cover up the moneymaker when I'm showing these to you." Is that a picture? Yeah. It's got some pictures and some illustrations as well. And that's the one that's on the front cover. Little illustration, but it's text heavy. So that's what it looks like. All right. What's going on, Imperious Flex? Good to see you. Justin, how are you? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. No. I took her out for a fine dining experience at the Sizzler. I spoil that woman. I tell you, I spoil her to no end. It's a shame. All right. So we have a couple antique malls. In the area, as the kids say. And for months I've been on a list if a booth or a what's it called? Case opens up. And they called me last Saturday. So I went ahead and ordered some labels, some price labels, and Mrs. Musings and I got together some comics and some action figures and stuff. And yesterday we finally went down because we got some an opportunity. We went down and loaded that thing up for sale. I need to blow out some of these raw books. You know, it's a lot easier to sell graded books. I sold hundreds. I probably sell a couple a week. But raw books, it's harder to do. Just people can't see them, right? If they can't see them, then it's hard for them to fully gauge from pictures what the condition is. And so I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to slim down the collection, go after things that really I only want to collect. And if I break even on the unit, that's cool with me. I'll keep it going. If I don't, then I'll probably stop. But I've got so much stuff. So I put some action figures in there, sports figures, and over 600 comics to start with. And we'll kind of see how that goes. What is it called? What's that one song by Walker Hayes? Fancy Like, right? Yeah. So I had to go through, I have a little inventory system. I had to go through and remove them from mine and put them in a separate area for resale inventory and determine what makes sense at what right price points. Right now, they're all $3 a piece, but I'll put out some $5 and $10, probably $20 comics at some point. But we'll see. Baby steps. We'll see how things go. So I'm going through boxes to determine what makes sense, what I just absolutely would have to keep. And yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know. That's the problem. What's this one? Destructor number 2. That one might see its way. So I'm going through a box right now just to see what makes sense. Moon Knight number 1, the David Finch cover. I'm collecting the first series of Moon Knight, so I'll let that one go, I'm sure. Number 2 from that series. But it's fun. So far, it's been a fun experience. And the problem is I've got so many comics and so many different boxes that it would probably make sense to go through and consolidate everything. So I figure out what I have long runs on, because those would be a little bit easier to sell on like eBay. But that's such a daunting task. I mean, that would be a full weekend getting all those out, collating them and stuff. And it just gives me a headache to even think about it. So I'm probably not going to do that. At least not until I maybe sell through a couple thousand or so books. And then maybe I'll take a look at doing that. Suicide Squad Black Files, #1. That is true. Mrs. Nauman, will you take this bookworm to have and rarely hold till death do him part? Yep. What do we got? ASM 798. I don't collect Spider-Man, so Terry Dodson cover. We'll send that one over there. Oh, Venom #3 from 1993. Cover art by the big-eared Batman famed Kelly Jones. The Scary Book from 1992. This one is a whacked out, fun read, but just way out there. Yeah, I bet I could. Those ones I'll probably be hanging on to for a little while. Yeah, exactly. No, what happened is she cleared you out, mister. But any proceeds from the sale of books will go to the Southwest Center of Voodoo Arts Preservation Trust. That way we can support the real voodoo practitioners in states like Arizona and New Mexico. Absolute Carnage, Miles Morales, Clayton Crane cover. Doesn't he have a pretty signature? I don't have one, but his signature is like art in and of itself. Getting kind of warm. I'll turn that ceiling fan on. What do we got? Immortal Hulk, A cover by Alex Ross. Which one's this? 28. So I'll do an Instagram post later, so you can see my cool little cabinet set up at the antique store. Batman Last Night on Earth, a Black Label book. Absolute Carnage, #5. The J cover. Joey Bag of Sevens, how are you? Happy Sunday, sir. Vampy #11. I'll probably keep this. Probably won't sell that one. At least not now. Avengers Immortal variant. Those are kind of cool, but I'll let it go. Can't keep everything. This one's a cool one. I might keep this one because I'm a fan of Gorilla Grodd. But this is Justice League 27, Arthur Adams cover. Maybe I'll keep that one. We got Aquaman 53, Deceased variant. Yeah, wouldn't doubt it. It'll take more than that to get this old rascal. Incredible Hulk 315. Iron Man 212 with that Marvel, what is it, the 30th anniversary border? 25th, right? I think it's 25th. Marvel Zombies. In-Hyuk Lee with the cover. What else we got? That's a good one for all those 90s kids out there. They like their shiny covers. Yes, we're both handsome in our own way, James. And both smart as a whip. Martian Manhunter number 5. Let's see what else we have. Midnight Suns Unlimited, issue number 2. Sienkiewicz cover. Some more Moon Knight. This one's issue number 10. From another series. Some X Factor we'll throw in there. So it's been fun. I've already sold some Charlie Brown stuff in just like a half hour. A whole shelf was cleared off yesterday. So I said, well, I better go back tomorrow, which was today, and put some more stuff out. I got so many of these that I've come across over the years. Can't remember. It's 31 or 28. I think they're both like 28 might be like the first cameo of Midnight Suns or something, and 31's first full. I don't remember. You know, I love Micronauts. There's a good shot of Baron Karza. Good question. I'll put some Johnny Quest out there of the ones I've read so far. Absolute Carnage, Captain Marvel. Is that David Nakayama, the cover art? Cosmic Ghost Rider Destroys Marvel History, issue number 4. There you go. Marvel Comics 65th Anniversary Special. Schomburg cover art. ASM 28. What's going on, Sixth Face? Okay. 28 is the first Lilith. Very cool. ASM was a 32, and this is a, I don't know, this might be the 2099 variant. They ran those through several titles. Age of Conan Valeria. This contains the origin of Valeria. And this is that. What's that called? Gosh, it's like an action figure variant. I think that's what that is, action figure variant. Doctor Strange, number 5. Cover art by Julian Totino Tedesco. Probably put this in there. Daredevil 26. I don't really collect Daredevil. Incredible Hulk 190. I don't collect Hulk that late. What else we got? Daredevil 29. What's going on, Alex? Good to see you, sir. Ooh, I don't think I'll put this one out there. This is Beat to Hell, Daredevil 101. Look at that bad boy. You know what I'll do? I'll send this to Roger for cleaning and pressing. He'll fix that right up. He will fix that right up. That's a good idea. Fun read right there. Howling Commandos, number 1. I heard that somewhere. I heard that somewhere before, James. What is this? Secret Avengers, number 1. That should. Anytime you and I are thinking alike, Nauman, that should be disturbing to everyone. All right, what else we got in here? The magnificent Miss Marvel. That would be funny, wouldn't it? And then when it comes back, not perfect, just blame him, excoriate him in video after video for doing a shabby job. Oh, I bet you did. Yeah, I didn't make it, unfortunately. I didn't stop by an LCS yesterday because I was busy stocking up this little antique store stall. What is this? Spirits of Vengeance, number 1. Now, the polybag version contains a poster. We got that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 coming. Is that out yet? Is that already out? First appearance of Baby Groot right here. I think that's out, right? Or it's going to come out soon. I'll watch that. I generally don't watch a lot of movies, period. But we'll see. Guardians team up. Team up with whom you like, but that rascal in the back is not a very reliable character to team up with. We got some Queen Sonya. Oh, it is out. Okay, you've seen it. Very cool. I'm looking forward to it. You're not Groot, you're Naaman. Groot is not a monster. 100 hours a week, James. I miss the boot. You putting together a run of Daredevils, 6-face? Wow. So is this the first weekend that the movie's been out? Or has it been out for a couple weeks already? Donnie Cates. See, I just keep coming across these. What is this 31 too? Yeah. Or I had over the last many years, I kept coming across them. Another Ghost Rider destroys Marvel history. I'm too poor to pay attention, Jackson. Doc Strange, 17. Let's see. Anything else interesting in here? This is a okay, nothing. Thought it was one of them are variants. Mortal Hulk, third printing. So for a lot of the subsequent printings, they would just take interior panels, throw it on the cover. Kind of lame. Kind of lame that they would do that. What issue is this? Number 7. It's number 21, Alex Ross cover. Now, these are probably right up Alex's alley. Absolute Carnage, Immortal Hulk, number 1. Absolute Carnage, number 5. But yeah, I do want to see Guardians. Mini Musings, I'm sure, is wanting to see it too. I bet you are. Yeah, it was funny. It was a funny post, especially when you said it to Roger. It was a good read, was it? Is this Jonah 35? I'll let that one go because I don't collect Jonah past 20. X Factor 31. This is a minor key, right? First cameo of Orphan Maker. Hubba hubba. I think she gave him an icicle. We've got Hawkman 18. This is a cool Hawkman cover. What is that? Number 19. Yeah, it might be. It might be. He's trouble. Yeah, I don't collect Kazar the Savage. I probably used that in a cover slingers. at some point. Detective Annual 1 from the New 52. First appearance of Emperor Penguin. Written by John Layman of Chew fame. It's pretty cool. I met him several times. Matter of fact, he critiqued a comic book script I had written for a college course once upon a time. Said he really liked how I laid out the panels in the margin of each page. But he's a writer. If it was an artist, they probably wouldn't like that at all, right? Because then you're trying to control more of what they do. I'll check if I've got this, which I know I do. I've got like 3 or 4 of these. Then I'll sell this one too. Another one of them are action figure variants. Monsters Unleashed, issue number 1. Says you, sir. See, there's another 31. That is wild. Same with these. I'll probably want I'll want 1 copy of any of the Conan related stuff. If I have anything more than that, then I'll put it down in the case for sale. So that's New Avengers. That's pretty cool. It's either Nick Fury or a modern day pirate. Lanil Francis Yu with the cover art. Let's see, we got any other cool ones? Oh, that's kind of cool. We'll see. That was an interesting choice. None, Alex. Absolutely zero. Actually, that's not true. I might have maybe some little Dark Horse series or something like that, but I don't have all of the Marvel Conan the Barbarian. I don't have most of those. I'm not trying to collect them. I'm trying to get high grade slabs of 1 through 50. That's what I've been working on with that one. Savage Sword of Conan, I don't have all of those. I might have like 4 of one issue, but then not one of the preceding or the issue after it. So those are hard to get just because I won't buy them unless they're $1. And so it's usually local. I'm not going to find that too often online. And so it's just an opportunity. Whatever they have is what they have. At some point, if I get close enough, I might say, all right, I'm missing 10 or something like that, and I'll just go buy them. But I'm not at that point. So no, none. I don't have any full runs of Conan. Boy, there's a lot to unpack in this cover. I won't sell them unless it's $2.50 a piece. You got to have your rules. You know what I'm saying, James? Valeria. What else we have in here? Oh, another Monsters Unleashed #1. Aha. Just for Jackson. We have Voodoo #1. First print. Second print has the titles in red, right? Just for Jackson. Yeah, oh, don't you worry. I'll be doing an unboxing. That's a cool cover. What do we got? Sensational Spider-Man. Love Spider-Man. Would have collected it back in the 90s when I said, here are the series that I'm going to try and collect 1 through 20 of. Spider-Man was too expensive even back then. So I was like, nah. That's why I have a lot of bronze too. Because they're more affordable. So I've got like all of these Spider-Man Marvel Essential trade paperbacks. And I've read most of the stories through that. Although they're probably most of them are probably on the Marvel Unlimited app, and I could read them there in color because the trade paperbacks are black and white. But I've always enjoyed that. Oh, good point. Good point. Web of Keanu Reeves Spider-Man. Is anything else good in there? Not really. And this is, we'll call this the last one in that book, in that box anyway. Walt's, is that a Walt Simonson cover? I think it is. All right, and that's that. So hopefully I can move some raw comics through my little antique store shelf now. I'm a businessman. Keep that in mind. I'm an important fella now with my own business that I'm running. But I'll try to make time for all the YouTube rascals and rascalettes out there. All right, so we will unbox these 3 My Comic Shop slabbies. I have no idea what's in them. Had them for quite some time. Thought, yeah, I'll do a video. And I thought, man, I don't want to do a video with those. I'll do it on the live stream whenever I have another live stream. What's going on, Brandon? Good to see you, sir. I'm glad you weren't gunned down, much like Bonnie and Clyde. If you guys haven't seen it, watch Nova Mad 1966's most recent video where he's at the spot on the road where Bonnie and Clyde were shot down by, were they Louisiana lawmen? I thought they were Texas lawmen, but I think you said you were in Louisiana. So that confused me. I thought it was Texas lawmen that gunned them down. But maybe not, or maybe they did, but just across the border in Louisiana. I'm not sure. Tighten me up on that. Let me know one way or the other. If only we knew someone from the wicked state of Louisiana that could help shed some light on that. Oh, wait a minute. All right, here we go. Not yet. Nah, it's not. I hate that my comic shop has started putting tape in more areas than they used to. All right, let's see what this is. I knoweth notteth what this be. So here we go. All right. We'll take it. one for our Punisher run. Well, you live to tell about it, sir. That's the important part. We've got Punisher number 17. That's pretty cool. That's the first. I don't know why it has a Daredevil label, but that's the first of those. What do you call those things? Custom labels that I think I've ever purchased. Punisher number 17, Marvel Comics, March of 1989. This is a CGC 9.4 with white pages. Yeah, this is looks like one of the newer labels. And on the back, we've got video games, I guess. Ooh, you kids like the video games? What with the asteroids and the defenders and the Cubert? Well, there's some for you there. So Punisher, issue number 17. Very cool. It's another one that I'm trying to get the unlimited series, right? You have the limited series of 5, and then you have the next series. I'm trying to get those 1 through 20. So that's cool. All right, what else do we have here? What's going on, Tat? Good to see you. All right, we got 2 more. Let's see. All right. Oh, yeah. Fantastic. It's my doppelganger. Ever since somebody left a comment and I got it raw and I saw it really cheap, graded, I thought I got to get that. It's my doppelganger. Bill Miller as Superman, folks. If you don't believe it, just take a gander. Tell me that ain't me. Absolutely love it. What is this? It's I think it's like some minor key too as well. I'm not sure. I think it is. So, yep. I'm immortalized now in plastic. I do need to reach out and ask about my royalty checks as the cover model for that comic book. But yeah, love it, love it, love it. All right. And one more. Yeah, exactly. Should have. What do you mean that's not me? I've been called Superman many a time, sir. That costs the extra, Norman. All right, let's see what we got here. Matthew, good to see you, sir. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, all right. Well, this one will be for Mrs. Musings. That George Perez cover art, right? So very cool. Wonder Woman number 1. I'm not a fan of George Perez, said that in the past, but it is some seminal covers in here, right, in this run. And I thought it might be good to have number 1 at least. So that we got. That's not being very nice to Matt. Is it really? Such a shame. I was on a bearskin rug with a rose betwixt my teeth. And so that, I'll do a quick rundown, not of all the Raw books that we showed, maybe a couple of them that I think are kind of cool, but we got Wonder Woman #1, the 87 series. Yeah, 87 series. We've got My Doppelganger in Final Crisis #7. Nope, can't do it. And we've got Punisher issue #17. Time flies, no doubt. Nope, it won't tell you. You got to ask Alexa for that. All right. Let's see, where are those at? I'll show two of my favorite pickups for $1 at the comic book store. A couple of weeks ago, we got the Comics Journal with 3 really good interviews, pretty long too, about 10 pages a piece, of Bill Elder, George Evans, and Al Feldstein. So pretty good if you're an EC fan, which I am. And I got 2 of these rascals. Frank Frazetta Fantasy Illustrated. I actually have this image on a shirt that I often wear. It's one of my favorite Frazetta images, so love it, love it, love it. So $1 a piece. There were 2. I picked up both of them, being a hoarder and all. EC is nice, Matt. That is true. Thank you, sir. Oh, yeah, and lest I forget, where did I put that? Ah, there it is. The lovely Mrs. Musings got me an anniversary gift of Nick Fury, issue #4, one that I've been after for quite some time, but for some reason, I don't know if it's because it's really cool kind of pop art, cover art. I think what is Origins Retold? No, Origin of S.H.I.E.L.D. This one seems to go for a bit more than the average comics in that run, and I'm trying to put together the run. So I've been after this for several years, but I'd usually get outbid, and I have with every book, I have a certain amount that I would spend on it, and once it gets to that point, it is what it is, and it kind of goes away. So she was kind enough to get this for me, so I'm super excited about that. Oh, all right. It's always a good day when you're bagging and boarding. He should have, if he hasn't already, Jackson. And I'm glad to see that the psychiatrist finally has you on medicine, Matt. It's safe for everyone around your area and the goats. Yes, generally for bronze and silver, I want to be at 9.2 or higher. Very snobbish of me, but that's the way I've been for 20 plus years when I said that I want to collect those. And because of that, in some cases, I probably will never be able to finish some of these 1 through 20 or 1 through whatever they are runs, especially the goats. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You should have researched that years ago, Matt. Yeah, I can't imagine how much better your life would have been. I bet they love you. I bet they do. Your goats are probably treated better than I get treated around here. All right, but that's it. I just wanted to get on and show some books. Do a hangout, and yes, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I'm looking forward to that. I'll try to catch that over the next couple of weeks. Mini Musing's been bugging me about seeing that in the theater. I didn't know it was out yet, so maybe we'll take that in next weekend or the weekend after. But that will do it. Appreciate you guys stopping in, hanging out with me. Hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday evening and the rest of next week. And remember, we're taking over the world one comic book at a time.